Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 14 of One Man's Opinion, where I review theater in Connecticut and Broadway. And now, I include national tours with the Jimmy Buffett musical Escape to Margaritaville, which is making its East Coast run for the next few months.
Welcome to Margaritaville!
I don't know where I'm gonna go, and I probably can't go. Cheeseburger in paradise, making the best of every virtue and vice. With every day you must sacrifice together. Cheeseburger in paradise, wasting away again in Margaritaville. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think, hell, it could be my fault. But now I think about the good times down in the Caribbean sunshine. In Miami days it was so bad, laughing about all the fun we had. Yara, te natura, amea roja, te ane.
When I first saw Escape to Margaritaville, it was on Broadway, and I admit I came in with exceptionally low expectations. I mean, the bar was down around my ankles. This was mostly because my experience with jukebox musicals, especially jukebox musicals that have a plot that isn't biographical of the artist, they tend to have a terrible habit of attempting to shoehorn songs into a pathetic attempt at a plot. But in this case of Escape to Margaritaville, they far exceeded my expectations. I really enjoy the show. Now, let's be clear, this show is designed for a niche audience. If you don't like Jimmy Buffett and his songs, apparently like the guy who was sitting next to me with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face the entire evening, you're probably going to have a difficult time enjoying the show. But if you're a casual fan of Buffett, you'll have a good time. And if you're a parrot head, you're going to absolutely love the show. If you're like me and you're somewhere in the middle, or you're just a casual theater fan, you can see Margaritaville, shut off your brain for a couple hours and have fun. It's a fun couple of hours of musical theater, and that's what I did when it was on Broadway, and it's what I did this past Tuesday when it opened for a week-long run at the Bushnell in Hartford. With a book written by Greg Garcia, the creator of the hit sitcoms Yes Dear, My Name is Earl, and Raising Hope, and McAnally, the creator of Survivor's Remorse, and the former cast member of Glee, who was Kurt Hummel's dad, Bert. Escape to Margaritaville tells the tale of Rachel, played by Sarah Hinrichsen, and Tammy, played by Emily Qualman. The two women are from Cincinnati who travel to a remote island that sports a shoddy beachside hotel called Margaritaville. Tammy is engaged to a sleazeball who constantly belittles and fat shames her. Meanwhile, Rachel is a nose-to-the-grindstone environmentalist who wants to take soil samples for research in alternative plant-based energy by visiting the island. So she's got her own ulterior motives there. The island's a volcano, so that's why she wants to get these soil samples, because of the nutrient value of the soil. They travel to Margaritaville for Tammy's bachelorette party, where they meet local musician and slacker Tully, usually played by Chris Clark right now, but I saw his understudy Kyle Southern, who traditionally plays Tammy's sleazeball boyfriend Chad. And then there's also Tully's bartender friend Brick, played by Peter Michael Jordan. Now from here, the plot is pretty standard, stock and trade, boy meets girl, or in this case, two boys meet two girls, and the trials that ensue because of the predicaments and baggage they carry with them. This simple plot is why Escape to Margaritaville works so well for me. It doesn't try to make it any more than it needs to be. It's just a simple rom-com, which happens to have, instead of Chekhov's gun, Chekhov's volcano, which becomes a big character of its own at the end of Act 1. The joys of Margaritaville, especially for the parrot heads, is the nuances throughout the show, the little hints that are dropped in the dialogue early on that pay off later, like Tammy eating only carrot juice and sunflower seeds, or bar regular JD, played by Patrick Cogan, and his one good eye not being able to find things around the bar. Buffett fans will also appreciate the several audience participation songs, especially Why Don't We Get Drunk? And, of course, his classic Margaritaville. Though simple, Margaritaville doesn't take the easy way out on its ending, which I appreciate. There's a point about midway through the second act where it could have easily ended with the stock and trade happy ending. It chooses not to take that route, choosing to make the characters take a more meaningful journey. Kelly Devine's choreography is fun and energetic, and the cast is overall serviceable. Granted, I am measuring them versus the Broadway cast, which was better, but they're not bad overall. There are times where, particularly with Southern being the understudy of Tully, that I wish there was a bit more subtext in the performance. It's very surface level at times, and even though that's where Tully says he likes to live, the actor shouldn't be there with the character. Maybe Chris Clark, the regular who plays Tully, gives it a bit more definition. The most delightful performances come from Emily Qualman and Peter Michael Jordan. The two of them are adorable together, and they make an awesome couple. It's a fun show. You're not going to get anything deep or profound with it. It's a simple rom-com story. I'm not going to say if you like A, B, and C, you'll enjoy the show. I think in this situation, saying if you don't like A, B, and C, you're probably not going to enjoy the show, but everybody else will likely do so. If you're not a fan of puns, you probably won't enjoy the show. If you don't like simplistic romantic comedy tropes, you probably won't enjoy the show too much. And if you don't like Jimmy Buffett and his music, you probably won't enjoy the show. Measure yourself against those three elements, and that will determine whether or not you will have a good time at Escape to Margaritaville. I like it. I don't mind a good pun, and I do enjoy romantic comedies, particularly, though I'm not a Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't mind his music. I actually kind of like it. So for me, yeah, Escape to Margaritaville is a lot of fun, and I hope it is for you too. If you can put those three elements aside, you're going to enjoy Escape to Margaritaville. Otherwise, yeah, it's okay to escape from it and wait until the next show that comes around. So that's one man's opinion of Escape to Margaritaville, currently touring across the eastern U.S. Leave your opinion in the comments below. I'll leave a link for tickets and their schedule in the description below. Be sure to hit the share, like, and subscribe buttons to be the first to watch future reviews. The next show I will be reviewing is the first show of the season for Long Wharf Theater in New Haven. They are presenting Lloyd Suh's The Chinese Lady. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.